Good morning. Good morning. I swear, every time I go live, I have to clear my throat. What is that? It's Lori from the Pink Girly channel. And today I'm going to work with some chipboard. I would say chipboard and a book cover and see if I can make a little organization type folder. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. I was just thinking I probably should have a piece of heavier paper or cardstock in there. Not cardstock, chipboard type. See, I save all the backs of my tablets and whatnot just for times as these. Okay, well, Melissa was here early. It doesn't look like she's here now. Oh, good morning, Anne. Nice to see you. I don't know how it is in Florida, but it's a beautiful morning here. It's nice and sunny and cool. I think it's gonna ratchet up and be a little steamier later today, but right now it's beautiful. Good morning, Janet Nash. Nice to see you. Oh, it's not morning for you, right? It's afternoon. Sorry. Good afternoon. You've probably already had Freddie out for a walk. All right, Ange. Ange, you're on the move, girl. You're always doing something. I basically have no life. I'm pretty boring. Very boring. I shouldn't say pretty boring. I'm very boring. A bit of a homebody. My youngest sister, she's always doing something. My middle sister and I are always saying, oh my gosh, we could not keep up with her. Ah, Angie's working. Well, I've done a little bit of a cleanup here, cleaned up my area. And I might as well just jump right in it. I just don't know what I'm doing today, Judy. Oh, Judy. Oh, good morning. But I have these, and I believe they are chipboard weight. These are what I call pillow pockets, pillow boxes. The ends fold in. You have to let me know if my camera's in too close. I can back it out. I have this really great system. I just take my hand and put it where I want. See, so they fold in like this. This is supposed to be, I think I've shown these before, the way it is. Kimberly, good morning. But they're a pretty nice weight, and I have quite a few. I said, oh my gosh, I've had these for years. My husband works for an animal shelter, and gosh, several years ago, it's got to be 5 years or more, they were giving dog treats in these to folks that participated in their event, I think. And his coworker knows that I like to work with crafts and art, and they had no use for the rest of them. So she sent the box home with my husband. So then I was getting this book the other day, and I thought, I wonder how it would be if I used some of these to make like a small little file where I could pop in little bits. And then I was thinking, well, it wouldn't be too bad if they were open like this. I mean, hung out the edge. But then for storage and being practical, that wouldn't be, I don't think, so great. And of course, I think they should be gusseted. So I have no idea what I'm going to do. But I think I might be onto something. So this could or could not work. So we'll see. So, like I said, I just have this book cover. I took the pages out for who knows what reason. I've got these stored in boxes and on my shelves. So I'm just going to tidy this up. I am not a reader, so it does not pain me to take a book apart. And if I like the way the pages look or they feel, yeah, I'll just take that baby apart. No problem. No problemo. So I hope everyone's doing well. All right, so I think what I want to do, and I learned this from, maybe I'll bring that up just a little bit, from Lisa Conway a while ago, that if you know how our books have that little ridge, if you push that down, you can give yourself a lot wider area to work in. So that might be good for this type of project. So then I want to measure, if I want to put a piece of extra cardboard in there to keep that the size I want it, would probably be a good idea. So let me measure if I can. I don't use a ruler much, but this is a good place to use one. So it's not quite 2 inches, and I have to be able to wiggle it in there. So let's see. And then it's 8.5 this way. Now I wasn't going to get out my big cutter, but I probably am going to have to, because that's not going to fit in that. That's not going to fit in there. Okay, I have it. I hate to put my big cutter up here. Good morning, Barb. Barb has the waddle appointment this morning. She's been very faithful to her walking, which is wonderful. Now, I grabbed some cardstock, as you see on my desk there, and I think I'm going to use that to make my gussets on the ends. Good morning, Carol. So what did I say, 8.5? Maybe this is 8.5. Wouldn't that be Marvy? That's 9. All right, so see if I can get this. This is really quite heavy. This is the back of a paper tablet. So I think I'm going to go right there. See if I can. This is one you have to press down. Even if I get it most of the way through. And maybe a little bit of, well, I could use I'm going to put my glue gun on just in case I need it. Oh, I got almost all the way through. That's good. Okay, good morning to everybody that's coming in. Janet Young, good morning. Nice to see you. Okay, so I want this to be 8.5. So I just have to take a little bit off there. Huh, I wonder why there's not a... It's quite curious. Okay, let's see if that will fit in there. No, I'm way off. Whoa, whoa. been on the wrong line. Shocker. All right, I thought it was on the right line. So I need to go this way. That's going to be... I have it crooked, ladies. See, this one's hard to see. Oh, maybe I can switch to my other one now. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can... it's like just a little bit too long. It's too long. All right, let's just fiddle with it here. This one is, see, they make the lines the same. Okay, anybody who's here that creates these types of art tools, see, you put the lines the same color as the bottom of the board, and some of us younger folks can't really see that very well. Just saying. All right, so I want to mesh. See, I'm trying to line this up. It doesn't have to be... Boy, I really got that crooked. I've got a crooked eye. And I just want this to... what am I missing? Do you see... was it... What do I have to the right of my screen? Oh, the ruler. Yes, and I already measured wrong. I'm not a good ruler person, Janet. I'm not a good number person. Oh my gosh, guys, this is... first battle of the day. My mother found this in with my dad's stuff. And if you can believe it, she said to me when she gave it to me, whatever you do, don't ever give this away. I'm like, okay, Mom. Good morning, Gail. Look, I've got glue on it. I guess my dad used it, and so she does not want it to be. I guess she wants it to be, you know, in my will. I might just have to go a little smaller than what I thought I would need. Don't worry. Be happy. Yeah, it doesn't have a year on it, which would be cool. And I don't remember ever getting smacked with it, so that's cool. Good morning, Gail. Okay, glad for you to join us, Gail. Nice to meet you. Yeah, that's an idea. That's an idea, Judy. But, you know, manufacturers should really think about that. I'm just saying. Let's see. By George, I think I've got it. All right. Now we got a cramp going in the hand. Excellente. Woo. All right. Monster cutter is out of the way. And I keep my ruler at the ready, right above my head. That is my favorite ruler, though, I have to say. Because it's got that nice metal edge. It's so versatile. And I can see the markings on that one. All right, so now I'm going to get because it sticks quickly, my Fabri-Tac. And I'm going to load that up in here so then I can get this started as far as drying. And then I can try to figure out the rest of my project, if you will. So what I'm trying to do today is use these chipboard pillow boxes that I have in my possession to create little, really, file folder type areas in this book cover. Gosh, Laura, I think you overdid it this time. This is going to be squishing out everywhere. This is probably not going to be the prettiest thing you've ever seen. Now I need some clamps. So I'm going to put a binder clamp there. Yeah, so I'm just a little off on my measurement. But I had a hard time squishing that in there. Oh, you gotta take the call from Mom, that's for sure. Now I don't want my clamps to stick to my. That just might. I might just see now. So I have all this space that I can work with. Oh, Barb says that they have a nephew whose name is Theodore. So her husband calls him Chip, like the chipmunks. All right. So now see, I've got a lot of seepage here. And I don't want that to, I don't want it to glue that way. I want to be able to open this, hopefully, so it'll kind of fan out. So now I'm going to clean up my seepage. I guess that's not a very attractive word, seepage. All right, I'm going to put that off to the side and let that dry a bit. Now, these are my pillow boxes. Now, the book measured 8.5, so I want these to be smaller because if I want to store it like a book on a shelf, it makes sense to have it contained inside the cover, right? Does that make sense? So look, I got something sticky on that one. That might work to my advantage. And see, these are put together right like that. Oh, looky there. Looky there. Okay. So I was thinking I wanted to make it a little wider on the bottom. Now, Probably won't hear that too often in life. Geez, I wish it was wider on the bottom. Okay, so let's see. Now, unless you fold that in, that's pretty sturdy. So I think I can use that. Let's just see. From center to center, that fold line, that's 7 inches. That's a little too small. So I'm just going to have at it. Just going to have at it. I'm just going to start. Now this is a little tight here because I've got that guard on. Wow. So the problem with these cutters is that you don't know, you can only cut 6 inches. And I think I want to go the 8. So let's make a little mark. Let's make a little mark. These are probably going to be all different sizes. Oh no, not if I... Oh, sorry guys. Maybe I should have left the big cutter out. And then, you know what I didn't measure? I didn't measure the side of the book. Like, you know, like the side. So if I do 5 inches, that should be Marvy. Oh, it's 5.5. I only have to take a little bit off. All right, so, and then I have to decide how many pockets, if you will. So let's go 5.5. Flip. 5.5. And I'm measuring from my fold. Oh no, I wanted 5, not 5.5. I want anybody here from Marty. I wonder how Marty is. She had some, I don't know what surgery. She had surgery the other day. I'm wondering how she is. Good morning, Charity. Nice to see you. Oh, thank you, Barb. Yeah, if anybody knows how Marty is doing, that would be great. All right, so let's just, yeah, I don't want to go and cut a bunch of these and have them not fit. So that should work. And then if I'm going to make the little gusset. All right, so now, see, my memory is bad. So that's 8 by 5. I'm just going to put that on here. My little glue thing just got stuck to my pencil. 8 by 5. And then I need a little score tool. Now, for those of you that are just coming in, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just messing around and trying to create a little, really, file folder in a book cover that I could pop on a shelf and store, you know, little bits. Little bits. So if I line this up, let's do it correctly. Of course, that doesn't line up. So I don't know how big. I'm going to go 1 over this way. See how I'm avoiding using the mark names. I just say 1 over. 1 line over, and crooked. Now to fold that little stinking line, that's the other. Where's my I know it's not missing, I just had it. My bone folder. Yes, thank you, Barb, for reminding everyone. This is not a tutorial. This is an exploration. This may be a little lighter than chipboard, and if you don't have anything like this, I was thinking I was having some cereal this morning and putting the box in the trash. You could use cereal box. You know, and you could use any book cover that you might have laying around, because I know a lot of us like to take them apart. Sometimes the cover's not something you would necessarily use for a journal, but you might be able to, you know, if that's assuming this works out. Okay, that's just assuming that this works out. Now that is a little bit fiddly trying to fold that. Just throw that part away. See, now it has a natural fold line, but I don't think I want it to be able to expand a little bit. Okay, so now I'm thinking this will sit in the book. And it can be filled, you know, till it has about, you know, 1/8 of an inch. So now I'm going to have to create a gusset of some kind, correct? And I'm thinking I'm going to glue several of these together to make pockets. And of course I want a little dippet there. I love me little dippets. Okay, Barb, have a great waddle. Yes, don't, Barb, warm up before you bend over and tie your running shoes. Whatever you do, stretch before you bend over. Just saying. Been there, done that. Okay. So now I'm thinking if I glue these together, I don't know if the dippet makes sense. Does it? I'm going to do them anyway because I think they're swell. And if I don't need them, at least I have them. But after it starts going together, you might be hard pressed. Okay, now here's a personal question. Has anyone ever, other than me, when you go to use the puncher like this and this little bit flies, does it ever fly up, go down your shirt and in your bra? Just asking. Now that's a talent you're not going to, you know, experience everywhere or know about. Okay, I'm just putting it out there. That is not in the center. My little dippets are not in the center. I could offset them all, so then make it look like, you know, I did that correctly and measured right. Although I did have a temporary job one time, and the girl said when you're using file folders, you want them all, you know, people think you want them here, there, and everywhere. But if you don't, Journey, I didn't even have to practice, okay? It's natural talent. Thank you, Barb. she said line them up so that your eyes can go in one straight line when you're looking for something instead of bouncing back and forth. Just saying, I thought that was a great idea. I know, right? And I didn't think I had any talent in that area, but yep, I did. All right, so I think that's going to be good. And so now I think I will cut maybe 4 or 5 of these. I can always add, right, until I glue it into my cover. So one end's going to be glued to my cover, back and front, so I can, of course there's no metal, so there won't be that cool noise. Just saying, I don't want to falsely state that, oh, you know what, this is be the that you're going to have a noise that you're not going to have. I just don't want to see. This is the cheater's way to do it, but I'm not going to put out I don't feel like putting out my big board because it's just so awkward. I don't have a whole lot of room here. So now, because I have that little grooved area there, I'm just lining it up there. All right, Janet says Freddie and her are off for another walk. Have fun. We'll see you soon, Janet. Okay, so that's 3. Maybe I'll do 5. 4. I was thinking too, I might like to make some kind of a cover out of some of these for some kind of a journal too, but like I said, I've been having these sitting around for a while. Oh, maybe I should do 6. I have to watch because I don't have all the time in the world because Lena comes on after me. All right, let's not get carried away. I tend to get carried away. Of course, that's crooked. I don't know how in the world. Sorry, guys. Oh, these cutters are they just kill my arms. Whew. I was somewhere, I guess I was in a Goodwill, and they had a small, I didn't even see a price on it. Practically everything I picked up at Goodwill this last time I went had no price on it. I had to keep going back to the worker door asking for a price. Those ladies were like, those chicks on my last nerve. And it was small. It wasn't, how some of the it was like an old, I probably should have gotten it. Old-timey cutters, they have the guillotine and, whoops, shouldn't have done that. Arm. But this one was a small, boy, now that I think of it, I should have asked for a price. It had a small base. But I have so many stinking cutters. The blade was probably, ouch, still good. I got some slippage here. Slippage. All right, so my son, his name is Brian, and he's a great son. He calls his mother every couple of days. But he's always sending me little video clips to watch. Some of them are not appropriate. Some of them are super funny. The one he sent me the other day was adorable. I don't know if anybody has seen this. It's this fella. All you can see is his car and his feet. Hi, Judy. We got two Judys in the house. A Judy O and double E. Good morning. And you see this man's feet. And you see a kitten coming out from the side of the road. And he's saying something like, it's by the side of the road. Oh, and he bends down, scoops up the little kitten, and with that, no lie, 20 or 30, I should just pull it up on my phone. Where's my phone? 20 or 30 other kittens come out. Hold on, let me do it. It's so cute. All right, let's see. Make sure I don't okay, here we go. All right, is everybody ready? Let me see if my sound, I always turn my sound down. Here we go. Can everybody see? Is it clear?
Kitty, kitty. He's on the side of the road. He's gonna get killed for sure. Someone just, oh no, it's a whole, oh my gosh. I can't take you off. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's more. We got a kitten problem.
Okay, maybe not 30.
I'm not able to.
But look at them all.
Oh my gosh. Who would do this?
Okay. I don't know if I was allowed to share that, but all right. And then my son's caption, the message to me was, this is a dream come true. I said, yeah, for me too, but only with dogs. Can you imagine? Like, what would you do? You couldn't leave them there. How could you leave them there? I mean, you would have to take them to a shelter, right? Or try to find homes for them. How could you leave all those kitties? Just saying. But can you really imagine that ever happening? Oh my gosh, I would be screaming. And it's like they weren't running away; they were running towards them. So I would think you'd have an easy time getting them in the car. Oh my gosh, that's like, does anybody else, oh gosh, anybody else have a bucket list? That's one of the things on my bucket list. Finding a puppy. Oh my gosh, finding a puppy? Are you kidding me? See, where I grew up, we had woods all around us. So finding kitty cats we were always finding kitty cats because, there were wild cats or feral cats, I guess they called them. And they were always having kittens, of course. So that wasn't unusual, but we never found puppies. My husband works for an animal shelter, and they bring dogs in from down south. Apparently, there's a lot of dogs running free. Hey, good morning, April. Nice to see you. All right, so that's step one. And let's see if I can get these to peel open like I did that first one. Yeah, they're coming open pretty easy, so that's good. All right, so I'm trying to create divisions or pockets, if you will, to make basically a file folder inside a book cover. And I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but I'm going to find out. So I'm going to cut all these at first. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, my husband's a little allergic. My son-in-law is severely allergic. So we will not ever have a cat. My son loves kittens. Of course, he doesn't live with us anymore. So my book measures, what did I say, 8.5, 5, like 5.5. So I'm making these inserts, if you will. 8 by 5. And I'm going to increase like these are folded. So I'm going to increase how far open I can fold these. Yeah, my husband was really, I think, more allergic when he was younger, and it's gotten better. His cousin wasn't allergic when they were kids, and he is now. So that's weird, huh? My son-in-law, my sister's daughter has a cat and a dog. So she'll come visit her mom and bring her babies. Well, just them being in the house. My son-in-law can't be in the house because he just, and the, like, he's a real health nut, especially when he was younger. Doesn't like to take medicine and stuff. And he would kind of fight taking the allergy stuff, you know, the over-the-counter stuff. So we finally convinced him. But that really doesn't help him. And gosh, his throat closes up and he's a mess for days. So he's really allergic. Gail says they say that if you have cats and dogs around when you're young growing up, you're less likely to be allergic. And she didn't have cats around when she was a kid. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like you build up an immunity to them, you know, maybe. I don't know. All right, so I'm just cutting these down to size. And as I said, this is more like a lightweight chipboard. So if you don't have anything like this, I would think certainly you could use a cereal box or a cracker box. You know, some of those cracker boxes really have nice weight cardboard. I'm going to take advantage of using that stuff. And for the most part, you're not going to see this. In my head, I have, it's going to be hidden. It's going to be, the sides are going to be glued together. I just thought if I had something on my shelf that had little pockets where I could, I'm always looking for my little stuff. Okay, so this is the first one I did. And of course I put it, hey Kathy C, good morning, nice to see you. I put a little divot here, which is not in the center. Which really kind of, bums me a little bit, I gotta tell you. So that one's going to be a little off. So I'm going to try to do better. I'm going to put all the divots. So my board measures 8 inches. So I'm just going over and marking where the 4 is and see if I can cut my divots. And I don't think I have the hand strength. Although this isn't real super heavy, I don't think I have the hand strength to cut through both at the same time. But we'll give it a go. Good morning, Nettie. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, so I'm just marking. And I'm just going to eyeball this. Oh, I can do it. Now you think I was joking about this, but that almost just went down my shirt, okay? I don't know how I do it. It's got to be however I hold. Look, this one I cut crooked. It's the anchor. Now, those landed on my shoulders. Come on, girls, huh? Talent. Talent. Okay. Score. Right down between the uprights, if you will. Oh my gosh. It's a shame I don't have a camera that can go the other way. I would show you. I used to do a lot of scrapbooking. They were always in my bra. Okay. Well, now that fun's over. Woohoo! All right, so I'm going to get rid of some of this trash. And I'm not going to think about this. I'm just going to put this in the bin. I'm not going to let myself think about it. I am not. I am not going to pick that out of the trash. I am not. It's going to be hard for me. It's going to be hard for me. All right. So now, excuse me. All right. So when I put this in here, that's on the 5. I'm going to go out a little bit further than I did the first time because I had a hard time folding it. I just want to give this maybe a little more room. The chipboard weight stuff is not easy to score. I'm going off grid. And I'm going to go over here. Now, I'm just doing this by the seat of my pants. I got no plan. I just want to, I don't even know if you can see, not that you have to. I just want to give myself a little more room to be able to put bits in there. And it may not matter. May not matter. Yeah, see, I find myself thinking, what could I do with those pieces of card? What could I do with those pieces of card? And you know, in a couple of days, I'm going to say, oh, gosh, man, I wish I had those little bits. I could make a tag. Oh, I could make a tag. I wonder if the bone folder would be easier. What did I do with that? Surely I didn't put it away. Surely I did not put it away. This little thing, maybe if I use the smaller side? That's a little better, I think. This, I mean, it's sad, but it's true. Oh, yeah, that's working a little better. Maybe because of the thickness. And, of course, that's off kilter. Well, all right. We're just going to go with it. These are all going to be different. Won't that just be swell? The variety of life. Did I do them all? Girls, I'm picking them. Stephanie G. Nice to see you. What'd Stephanie say? Pretty good at those. Yeah, I know. Right? Kathy's World. Hi, Kathy. The thing is that I really stink like a basketball and stuff. I mean, you couldn't find anybody less athletic than me. I mean, really. Couch potato for sure. I don't wear anything real low cut. Okay, Ange, glad you got home safe. And you got your cleaning job done. That's good. It's not like, you know, I walk around the house with super low cut stuff. It's just like a normal t-shirt type top. Just saying. Okay, I think I'm doing these all different. Talking and scoring. Not a good... Okay, so now I'm going to give these a little fold before I... Okay, anybody here... Is anybody here educated in like silicone molds and what you can and can't do with them? I bought this cute little silicone mold. Now, honestly, girls, I don't know what I did with my bone folder. Did I knock it on the floor? I know I have more than one, but I was so pleased that I found that one. I have found another. Just have to dig it out. Anyway, I bought this cute little silicone mold. And of course, I only have one, and I want to make several. So I thought if I put epoxy in it, then I can only mix up very small amounts because epoxy is expensive and I don't want to waste it. I could do clay, and I also have that stuff you can mix up and make like rocks. I could do that. But I wonder about hot glue. Can you put hot glue? Does anyone know? Can you put hot glue in a silicone mold? Excuse me, I'd take a sip. To take a sip of my water. All right, so now while I fold these, I'm thinking about my gusset. So, okay, you can put hot glue in and let it cool completely and pop it out. Really, Kathy? Okay, cool. I was wondering because I had a low temp hot glue gun before, but I think the one I have now is high, and I thought, oh, well, maybe that's not a good idea. I would hate to ruin this mold because it's so adorable. And the gal I bought it from, I think it was her last one. So it's not like if I ruin it, I can just, you know, get another one. Which I'm sure I could find something similar. But I didn't want to ruin it before I actually got to use it. Oh, good point, Kathy. I did not even think about that. Excellent point. Okay. I thought I could do it. But then I second guessed. Well, it says it's silicone, Ange. It said it was silicone. So, I mean, it's not a pan. It's one little... What did I do with it? Cripe, I lost that already again. Gee. Oh, there it is. I'll show you. Hold. I'll check the description, but I'm pretty sure it said it's silicone. Oh, Kathy, you're a genius. That's a good idea, too. I could put a little bit on the back side. I know, right? Isn't it adorable? I purchased from this gal. She had a great price on, of course, she was out of black. She had on Etsy. She had a great price on the Stays On re-inkers because a lot of places they're $8 or $9. these were very reasonable. Of course, now the price escapes me, but I think they were under $5, maybe. And then I was looking around her site and I saw that little mold. I wasn't looking for it, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to have that. All right, so to make gusseted sides, really I'm going to be doing basically what I'm doing here. I'm going to cut a strip, several strips of paper. I'm going to use this scrapbook paper I have here because it's a nice cardstock weight. And of course the colors will go with the craft color here. Now, yeah, but I would never have thought to put some glue. Oh, Nettie's going for an ear test. Okay. She will be, or did she? Got to go to doctor for ear. Will be listening, I think she means. So the gusset's going to be pretty much like the sides here. I just have to cut the strips and then fold. And then I'll glue the gussets in and then start gluing all these together. And my book cover is sitting off to the side. I wonder if you can hear that bird making that noise. It's funny, when I first started to do videos, my standalone videos, I have one where one lady commented and said, "Oh, I love hearing the geese in the background." Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, treat yourself to something nice. And it doesn't have to have calories. You could go to an art store, a craft store. Okay, let's see here. I'm thinking a cereal box would work and be much easier to score. But I have all these things. Yeah, I think I probably do have a couple of. But see, even with the resin, my son-in-law had me watching this. I think they were called. What were they called? Kate and Aaron, or they do all kinds of experiments, and they were putting little tiny mini lights in dice, and they were using resin, and then they were coloring the resin with alcohol ink. So I'm thinking about measuring how much liquid that mold holds so I could just mix a little bit of resin. Okay, so this is the idea, guys. This may not work, but I'm going to glue these together, which is going to make pockets. And then the last one and the first one, I'm going to glue to the cover of my, hopefully to the cover of my book, and see if that works. It may not work. But now I'm going to create my gussets. So this is where the math comes in that I'm not good at. So I'm glad you're where I can't hear you giggle. So, okay, so this is 8 by 5. So I want my strips to be 5 inches. Well, maybe we'll do 4 3/4. Not to be confused with 9 3/4. So Angie's saying if she goes to Walmart to the pots and pans section and there's a rubber mold there, silicone mold, I'm guessing she means she can use it in craft like with wax. Oh, I didn't even think about wax, Ange. I know, gussets is a great word. Like earlier at Murray's, somebody said, oh, Murray said tush, another great word. What is the gusset width on your tush? Use tush and gusset in a sentence. Now, there's a challenge. Okay, so I want them 5 inches. All right. And so, and I want to have enough to be able to glue in. So I'm going to say I'm going to say that I need a 1/2 inch on that side and a half. See, this is how I have to do it because my brain doesn't work with numbers. And then let's say I want to fold here and I fold here and a fold here. If I do all 1/2 inches, so that's a half, right? And that's a half. So 2 inches. Let's do a test. All right, so now I'm going to pick out, let's try not to lose another bone folder, Lori. All right, this doesn't have to be, I'm going to pick out my least favorite. I got plenty of this. I don't think it matters. I'm not crazy about that black. I do like the dots and I'd like words. Yeah, I remember years ago I was trying to get a job with the township and I had to take a test. And I was a good secretary. I really was a good secretary. But I couldn't do math. I could not do math. And so I had to take a test. And of course, I didn't get that job. And I'm thinking, why will I ever need math with the career path that I chose? Like when I was in school, and here I am with art, and I could use math. All right, got to get out the big cutter because this is 12, my 12 paper, of course. And this is not the heaviest paper, you know, you probably want to use something. It's not that thin stuff, you know, where you get 48,000 sheets in one tablet, you know, and you can almost see through the paper. It's not that, but it's a lighter weight. This is a lighter weight cardstock. Look, I just whacked that down and crinkled my paper. So I want to cut to start. What did I say? 2 inches. Let's do that first because I can get more 2 inches out of. See, this is the other thing. After I cut something, my husband, sometimes known as Helpful Harry, his name is Ron, will say things like, you know, if you cut that this way, you'd get a lot more out of your paper. Well, no, I didn't know that. Wait a minute, I just lost you. There you go. All right, so, ouch. Now I lost that finger. All right, so that's the 2 inches. And what did I say? I said 4 3/4 I was going to try. So let's do that. 4 3/4. That's there. And the second 4 3/4. And that's there. And look, I have a lovely little bit left over. And let's see, let's get out this guy again. Let's see, I'm missing. Thank you, Ange. See, I poked this one, Ange. It's not really, it's just a little sore. I mean, I stabbed that baby. Let's see. Oh, Erin must be a genius. Oh my gosh, my son was cutting wood for me the other day, and he puts his hand, just hold it here. And I'm like, watch the blade. I could just see, you know, fingers flying everywhere. All right, so I want to go this way, this way, this way. And I want to go down the center. And then I want to do a 1/2 inch. Whoop, whoop. And a 1/2 inch. And we'll do the same down the center. 1/2 inch. Whoop, whoop. And a 1/2 inch. Now the other trick is knowing which way to fold the gusset. So I think I want it that way. And I don't think I'm going to concern myself too much with whether that writing is up or down. And this probably would be the other way, but let's just see. And it depends on how you like it, whether you're, you know, similar to your navel, whether it's an innie or an outie. See how my mind works? I'm not well. All right. So the idea is, okay, Kathy has a question. Will the folders have a closure? If not, how will you keep the stuff from falling out? Well, I was thinking I would probably put some kind of a tie at the end of the book to keep it, you know, pinched. But it's a good question because, you know, I really hadn't thought about that. And I might slip it in a drawer this way, but if I put it on the shelf this way, I could have some kind of a closure on the outside of the book. So that's maybe down the road. Good question, Kathy. All right, so this is what I'm thinking. I will glue this here and then glue that side there. And this one will pop in here. Now see, this one's an innie. Now I flipped it, so now it's going the right way. I don't think that really matters, that part. Right? So that's my basic idea. A tie on each folder, or maybe a little piece of Velcro. Hey, Kath, how about Velcro? Huh? I got those little Velcro dots. That might be cumbersome to pop it open. All right, so I think my gusset's going to work. So now I've got that one done. So I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I need 10 more pieces. So I'm going to get out my big cutter again. Kathy says she's so going to copy this. Great for storing. Yes, that's an idea too of what to store in there. Oh, I hope it works. Once I put it in the book cover, I hope it works. Because I don't know. See, I don't have the kind of brain to know if it would work. See, my husband would already know if it would work. That's just how he is. Okay, so what measurement do I have here? So it's 10, and I need 5 inches. Or I need less than 5 inches, right? So I can do my 4 3/4, right? And 4 3/4. Yeah, because I'm thinking a bunch of ties might be a little cumbersome, but no, maybe not. Maybe not. And we did this 2 inches, so let's see here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do it on the other cutter because I can see better. This big old thing. See, so you do need more if you can. It's really nice to have options as far as cutters, to have more than one cutter. Hubby doesn't get that either, but you know, when you sit and do this, you know, spend quite a few hours during the day doing this stuff. It's nice to have things that make life a little easier. So that's one. Two. You were thinking ribbons on each folder would be pretty on the shelf with the ribbons facing out. Yes, that would be pretty. Or maybe every other I could, let's think about that ribbon. The ribbon would be pretty. Isn't it nice to have options? These are getting a little crooked. I can't get that. All right, that's 3. Four. How's my time? Okay, so I have time. I want to be off so Lena can. 2, 4, 6, 8. You do appreciate. What I said I needed 10. I think that is that 8. I can't keep track. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now, if I decided to do ribbon, it would be great to have holes already punched, right? I wonder if I punch the hole right in the center, like right in between where I have my divot. Because then you could tie it down in the divot. Right? Oh gosh, I'm getting a little excited about this here. Or I could use like butcher's twine. Yeah, I don't want to see bone and blood either. Because I already worked so hard on getting these ready. I don't want them to get messed up. Oh, and I've got one back here that I already did. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's hold the phone. Let's see. This is probably not dry, but probably dry enough where I can maybe mess around with it. Six is too many. I should have done this first. Oh, sorry ribbon would be pretty. I just got a bunch of that sorry ribbon. Of course, I sent it to the market, but I kept some for myself. That's printed. I had never seen printed sorry ribbon. I don't know, girls. I think this might work. Unless my gussets are not. It might not fold all the way out. Now the question is, do I want that covered? Do I really care about that? Does anybody have an opinion on whether I care if the bottom is painted or covered with something? I think painting it would be probably better. All right, I'm going to use the bigger hole. Let's see what setting do I have here. Better go, maybe go down a little bit deeper. And then I have reinforcement things somewhere that would look cute. Might be a little too far in. All right, so I want these to be as even as possible. Now that is a curved surface, so it is a little fiddly. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think this might work. How many did I say I would put in there? I said 6 was too many. I think maybe 4. I might have to make me another one of these. Right? Did I say 4? I think I can do 4. Okay, so now I need, so I have one already done, so I only need 6, right? Rat, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know, me too, Journey. They're so stinking cute. Okay, wait a minute. I've got one set there. Okay, so we're doing scoring at 1 inch, at 1.5, and we're flipping, and then 1/2 inch. They're hard to get. It took me months and months and months. I said to my husband, like, why is my lag so bad? I mean, I don't think we have that bad of internet service. Whew, man, yesterday I couldn't get in for Jack. Whew. I've started making totes. I'm hoping maybe I can get them in my Etsy shop. Totes out of jeans. Out of, like jeans from the thrift shop or wherever. I was driving down a main highway near our home, and there's this place that's, I'll just say they just have junk. And I always forget to go over there on Saturdays, but they had a table out with stuff on it marked free. So I was coming back from, I don't know, my mom's or somewhere, and I thought I'm going to stop and see what they have on that table. Well, some of you might know I paint light bulbs. They had tons of light bulbs. I got picked up all the light bulbs that they had. And some of them are cool. They're clear and you can see the filament in them. I'm not sure that I want to cover those up and paint the way I normally paint them. Might have to come up with a different idea so you can see the filament. And then they had 3 pairs of jeans laying there. So I picked up the jeans. Because anymore, even at Goodwill, the jeans aren't super cheap. But free is super. Yeah, so now I'm trying to figure out handles for the handbags. A couple of the videos that I've watched on YouTube, I like part of the, yeah, I thought so too, Gail, for some of the stuff. But the one pair of jeans I picked up, they had holes in them. They were all they're like frayed, like they look fabulous. Hey, Kelly, right? Is it Kelly? KJ Rain. I haven't seen you in forever. Oh, I hope you're doing okay. Nice to see you. And I thought if I put it on the front of the bag, I put lace or something behind that hole, that would look fabulous, right? On a bag, on a tote. And then, see, I stuck my finger with the, I'm very impatient, and sitting with a seam ripper that's not real sharp and taking the pocket off of a pair of jeans makes me crazy. Okay, so I had my X-Acto knife in there, and I was able to go whoop whoop, but then I whacked it. Oh, Kelly, I'm not there anymore, but it's a lovely shop. It's called Rancocas Woods Craft Co-op, and it's on Creek Road. It's 208 Creek Road, and the town is Mount Laurel, if you're going to be anywhere near Mount Laurel. And I'm usually there during the week when I did work. I just came out of that shop because I want to concentrate on my YouTube channel. Look, so my sister gave me this fabric, so I did this too. But see, now I'm trying to figure out a handle. But I'm not line. Oh, they don't like it. I didn't line it because I don't know how to do that yet. But I thought, you know what, just for a simple tote, that might not be too bad. Where's one of my jean ones? I have one that has a pocket on it. It's really cute because I put lace on it, and then I'm going to dangle buttons. So yeah, I'm having fun with that too. Okay, now, oops, sorry for that horrible noise. Getting out my yes paste. So are you going to, what part of Jersey are you going to be in, Kelly? Yeah, and the fabric is, yeah, I'll have to see if you're near there. You know, that part of Jersey. I mean, Jersey's not that big, but, you know, if you're near New York, it's 2 hours away, so. Okay, her sales are fun, and you get some really great ideas, Kathy, too. And we have fun, just, you know, hanging out. All right, so now I don't want to put, right, I don't want to put the gusset down in where, well, maybe I do. I'm not going to have super little. Okay, so I'll just do a half inch. So this is the wise thing to do. Put the glue here, Lori. Okay, I got to get rocking and rolling on this here. Rocking and rolling. And I don't know if it really matters so much that I have my gussets going the same way. Does anybody know about gussets? Does your gusset have to go the same way? It probably doesn't matter, right? Except if you're just, anal like I am. And then it might matter. All right, so I'm just using the yes piece because that seems to stick down pretty well for me. So you can stick it down and move on. The only regular time that Keisha has for her sale is the first weekend of every month, which she calls her market weekend. But if you go to Keisha's Creations, you see Keisha in the chat there because it's spelled different. And Creations is also with a K on YouTube and sub, then you'll get notices when she pops on sporadically. Yeah, Ange is always in trouble. But Ange is our cheerleader. All right, so that's half done. Now, of course, ladies, if you want, basking. When I used to work, you're going to be in Basking Ridge. Yeah, see, when I worked, my boss used to go to Basking Ridge. There was a 55 plus community there that he would. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. Basking Ridge, there was an adult community he would go and visit. And you know what? I don't know how far I am from Basking Ridge. Morristown is about 40 minutes from me. Yeah, sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you get notifications and sometimes you don't. And I find that with a lot of different channels. All right, so this is a little more annoying, and I don't want to get glue where I don't want glue. Normally, I would probably use my Mod Podge for this, but see, that takes a little time for it to set up. So I wanted to use the Yes paste because that seems to stick a little better for me. Now, I was going to say, you can, I want to scoot that up. You can decorate these, right? Of course, you wouldn't want to decorate a lot because most of it's going to be glued together. And it would be easier if I glued this, I think, than the gussets. But then, how did that one go? Out. I want the valley. I want it out. Yeah, I finally bit the bullet with this. And of course, it's not as much of an expenditure as the art journaling magazine. Gosh, what a disappointment. I signed up for that art journaling magazine. Gosh, it takes like 6 months before you get this stinking thing. I haven't even got my first issue yet. I mean, don't they know about the internet? I mean, I can't imagine they make, special order your magazine when you sign up for it. And then when you go to try to see, it says, click here if you want to see when your subscription will start. And it doesn't tell you. All it tells you is that you've signed up for a subscription. Hello. I want to know what day that baby's going to be in my mailbox. That's what I want to know. Is that rude? I'm sorry if that's rude. But come on. I finally did it. Now I want it. Sheesh. That's all I'm saying is sheesh. All right, how am I on time? See, I only have a half an hour. Only a half an hour. So I'm going to do this one. Get my gusset in. Right? And then, see if I glue these together. I'm not knowing about Mom. I don't know, girls. Let's quickly get some glue here. I'm going to get my pieces of sorry. I'm so sorry, Uncle Albert. Oh, I think I've got that gusset on upside down. Don't tell anyone. I'm so sorry if I've caused you any pain. I don't know if I'm getting enough of this one here, but trying not to get glue everywhere. My fingers are always a mess. So when you're doing your gusset, if you fold, yeah, see, that guy needs to get pushed in. Yeah, I can understand art glitter glue or chocolate or anything that's frozen, stuff like that. It's a magazine. Come on, people. Put my address in and send it to me, for goodness sakes. Yeah, that could probably be pushed down a little more. I didn't get any yes paste down in there. Whoa. Let's give another little smush. Let's get another little smush. All right. Now, see, what I'm thinking is these two will be glued together. Right? It's just cardboard. I have plenty. Now, the thing with, okay, I don't want to go down beyond my little ridgy, I don't think. I don't think that's a good idea. Look, this is starting to dry. Look at that cool big glue booger, huh? Nice. Sweet. I find that when I work the yes paste with my silicone little palette thingy, it kind of softens up and then gets easier to spread. That could be me. Could be totally, inaccurate. Now, I think I want us today, I don't know. I don't know about the tie. See, because the ties are going to have to go from folder to folder, are they not? I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. And nobody answered me about the bottom of my book. Any thoughts? The bottom of my book? Okay, I'm gonna, well, I can always, I have plenty, I have other ones cut, so I'm just gonna go not over the hole, of course, but right up close. So these two are glued together well. Because you figure if you're going to be tying and untying, there's going to be some additional stress. Will there not be additional stress here? Now my idea is to then attach these all together. All together now. Of course, I should have checked my holes if they don't line up. But that's all right. I still can get ribbon in there. Okay, girls, hold the phone, hold the phone. See, now I'm thinking the one is going to be attached to the front cover, you know, and then the last one will be attached to the back cover. But I don't think that's going to, it's not going to open like this. I might have to ask my genius husband. Okay, Ange, have fun. Because if I have several of these, won't they just fold out? Minus the creaky noise. You know what I'm saying? Like they're all smushed in there. And then they're glued. Won't they just kind of pull this way? I'm going to ask the genius husband. All right, now where's my sorry? I want to show you some of my ribbons. I was just folding up that ribbon. Where did I pop it? Where did I pop it? This is the biggest. Oh, I knocked all my pages over. This is the biggest struggle for me, remembering where I put stuff. I'm just not good at it. I'm good at some things, not good at others. And I'm happy to be honest about it. I just had it. And I keep saying to my husband, I need a bigger space, but he doesn't see it that way. He thinks I need to get rid of stuff. Well, I don't think that's an appropriate response. Oh, fudge. Well, I found my jean bag. I could show you that. I think I tucked my ribbons. Oh yeah, avalanche, big time. Big time, avalanche. It's just paper. I wish Barb was here because I'm thinking of a song and I can't think of the words. Oh, found it. Woohoo! I gotta pick up this paper though, so I don't ruin it. One moment, please. Are you still here? Is everyone still here? I did want to say that I have the thing on for new subbies. They have to wait a few moments before they can chat because I just keep getting inundated with bots and I don't have enough resources. All right, let me close up my glue. Yeah, so this is a pair of jeans that I found for free. So this is how I hurt my finger taking this pocket off. I took it off and put it on the bag. Oh, how can that not like jeans? And then I put a piece of lace, and then I'm going to hang some buttons. So I'm trying to work out what kind of handle I want. But this is the sari. How are we on time? 20 of. So I've got prints. You know, they can be all different, right? Look at that one. That's sari. Isn't it cool? Oh, no, I stuck it in the glue. Goodness me, what is wrong with me? Look at this one. Right? So, might be a little fiddly getting it in there. Let's see, let's use a crochet hook. I mean, getting them free is like fabulous, right? So that's the plan. Just keep building them, gluing them together, and then gluing one down to the front side and the back side. Right? And then you could put it on a shelf. And like Kathy said, you could have it pointing out this way so you could see all your cute little ribbons. Although, see, I put it in the wrong place. You would have to put your sari not where they're glued together. Well, that's not true. You'd have to put a piece of sari here. Okay, let's think about this. I did it incorrectly. You would have to maybe glue this sari because you want that loose. And then another piece here because you want it to tie it together so it closes. Right? Are you tracking with me? Does that make sense? You could really tie it on too. I hear big trucks. They're repaving our streets. See, I probably would glue that because it would be less bulk. See what I'm saying? Look at this one. Let's see here. I'm just fiddling. Now I'm just tying it, but I'm going to glue it. First of all, it would look neater, and you wouldn't have the bulk of the knots. Okay, if you use sari, it's not that bulky. Okay, and then you would just, you know, cut it appropriate length. And you could use the butcher's twine or any of that jazz too, but of course the sari is going to look better. Good idea, Kathy. So when I get it finished, and of course you could, decorate your book. When I get it finished and get this all filled in with all my little divider things, I'll put Barb, Chicken Pot Pie Society. She's out on her waddle. She's scheduled a waddle, and she had to go waddle, so she may be back in later and catch Lena. All right, it's 1:15. So maybe I'll grab me some lunch. Thanks for hanging with me, y'all. I just appreciate that so very much. So I'll maybe post a picture of this on Instagram. I'm terrible at that, but I'm gonna work on this and try to finish this up today. But if it's just storing bits, I mean, really, it doesn't need to be decorated, right? I might want to put something on the spine. Okay, now I'm also involved in a collab hosted or started up by Maria from Maria's Miscellany, and that launches tomorrow at noon Central. So keep an eye open for that. And Keisha said she's going to be on again this weekend, so keep an eye open for that for the virtual market. And thanks for being here. Thanks to Barb and Kimberly for helping me with the stream. And I think that's all I need to tell you. What's today? Friday. So Mary will be on later. Lena's after me. Like Mary's on later this evening, early evening. Oh, thank you, Journey. That's so sweet. Thank you so very much. Oh, that's very kind. Bye, April. Okay, girls, thanks. I'll see you next time or maybe on the next video. Gosh, I'm so far behind. But I just love all this stuff. Oh, I hope this works. Let me know if you try it, okay? I would love to see. All right, ladies, see you soon. Take care. Have a lovely day. We'll see you on the tube. Bye-bye.